following program is brought to you in living color on
ACEN.
Hello, young Swimcast citizens. Space Ghost here, a.k.a. George Lowe, inviting you in for all of the creamy, enjoyable listening goodness. Let's ladle some up right now, shall we?
Saying hello.
We should have Jason say hello. We never let him say hello.
I was thinking that too.
Mind link.
I say hello when you say my name. That's it. That's all.
So you don't? Are you saying you don't want to?
No, I don't want to do the intro.
Okay. Good evening, America. Welcome to an exciting edition of the Swimcast. This is episode 157, if you believe that. Honestly, it should probably be 257 by now. I'm John Jay. Joined by Trish.
Hey, everyone.
And Jason.
Hey.
Hello. This is the Swimcast. We talk about all things Adult Swim. Brought to you by the good folks at agentsofgeek.com and the ACPN. You could find us on the internets, if you know what those are. Well, why wouldn't you? But
did you know internet is supposed to be spelled with a capital I?
I had no idea.
Yeah, because I was writing yesterday, or not yesterday, but the other day, and I was in Google Docs, and it was like, what the hell is internet? And I was like, fuck you, Google Docs. I know I can't spell, but I can spell internet. And then I asked Adam about it, and he was like, oh, it's supposed to be with an I, a capital I.
Don't forget my internet. So
internet is like a person.
AdultSwimCentral.com is the place to find all your Adult Swim fun stuff. Also, the ACPN.com and agentsofgeek.com. If you'd like to email us, swimcast@aquateencentral.com. Yeah, I'm keeping that until I die. if that's even possible. I don't know. Maybe the internet will die before I do.
Wouldn't that be awful?
Mm.
A life without internet?
I would kill myself.
How would we survive?
It would probably be something else.
Hmm.
Something similar.
The undernet.
Yeah.
All you do is sit down on the floor and watch porn.
Or a post-apocalyptic world. Or you sit on your toilet in your living room and you watch porn of a woman cutting steak with her foot.
Oh, that's great. Cut me a piece. I like money. The throwbacks are always great. Inside joke. So yeah,
Go see, what's that movie called again?
Idiocracy.
Find
it on DVD because I don't see it on Blu-ray anywhere.
Or
I think Comedy
Netflix?
Central also airs it. Oh, is it on Netflix?
I don't know.
Oh. Check YouTube.
Yeah, check YouTube.
So yeah, we're talking about Adult Swim. You know, we did an episode about a month and a half ago. Which, bravo to us, we've done 2 so far this year.
Yay!
That's, like 4 more till the goal to beat last year's goal? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Anyway, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, so we're going to play catch up with you guys about the all things Adult Swim, won't you? I guess we could start with the TV Adult Swim. And I mean, there's been a lot of stuff on lately, but a lot of it is later at night, and I haven't watched a lot of
Like on the air. I mean, off the air and stuff
it.
like
Yeah,
that.
well, that's even later.
That's like
I'm
4 o'clock in the
yeah, it's
morning.
like 4 in the morning. Have you watched any of that, Jason?
I love off the air. I don't really get to see much of it, but what I've watched, I love. And they did a special episode very recent. I think they were running it all this past week or something.
Haven't they also
Uh,
been airing Fish Center at 4 and 5?
Apparently, yeah. I still have no idea what the hell Fish Center is. Um, I haven't
It's
watched.
like a sports show, except the talking heads are talking about the fish in the fish tank.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah,
I guess
I really need to get back on like AdultSwim.com like video events.
there's a lot. They do a lot
Yeah,
apparently, and I've seen
they
so little.
they do a lot.
Doo doo.
Dude, I was trying to space that out so it didn't sound like that.
Doo doo.
But no,
Poop.
yes. But yeah,
It's like
Fish
Ashley's
Center
with
they
us.
have yes, poop. Poop
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 and
poop.
blood.
But there's Fish Center, there's also Music Bros, I think it's called, or maybe they changed it by now. And also there's like a Toonami like before like pre-show.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Very cool stuff. I just, lives get in the way. I tell you what I did see though, since we've been off, I don't think this had been on yet, the Venture Brothers special.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that was after we recorded.
Yeah, that was, oh my goodness.
That was amazing.
I don't understand. I guess maybe they weren't done with it yet, so that's why they kind of waited and bundled it as a special. Because it feels more like it should have been the last episode of the last season.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with it being what it was.
Mm.
It wrapped everything up so well.
Mm.
And it had almost everybody in it. Almost. There's like one or two people that in there. Like Pete wasn't in there.
Molotov.
Yeah, Molotov wasn't in there, but I don't think she's dead.
Nah, probably not.
No, she's alive. She's part of OSI now.
Oh.
True. Yeah. I'm kind of looking forward to the new season because
Oh yeah, definitely.
they're gonna,
When is the new season coming?
In the future.
eventually.
Oh yeah, it's like Rick and Morty.
Yeah, well,
that one they have more of like a set. It's more set than Venture is.
Yeah, Venture's like maybe this year, maybe next, and then
Rick and Morty
Rick and Morty's
is
like summer-ish. Because Adult Swim, they'll say someone will say summer, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you gotta see it in the fall."
Yeah.
I feel like they'll probably get it summer though. Some of like I don't know, people who work on the show who have Tumblr accounts keep saying stuff about summer and stuff like that. So hopefully.
Right, but I really enjoyed the Venture special.
Yeah.
If anyone hasn't seen it, shame on you.
I'm happy they're going to be in New York City in that coming season.
Oh, that's right.
They're going to be over here.
New York represent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope they do New York like super faithfully. So I could be watching an episode and just be I know that. I know
probably
that
make
place.
it like Marvel style.
What's that? I don't
know where. I don't.
Are they like super faithful, Marvel?
I think so.
That's good. 'Cause I'd love to be like watching Venture and be like, oh, I recognize that street.
Mm.
And end up an episode. If they have an episode where they end up on Staten Island, I'd be even happier.
If they made it even, it'd be kind of like when they had Delocated in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that show.
Yeah,
Every day.
Am I the only person that didn't like it?
probably.
It made me too anxious.
What?
It did.
I guess I could kind of see that.
Speaking of live action shows, there were a lot on Friday nights. I think one of them is, I think, the season finale of Hot Packages tonight.
What
I
is
missed-
Hot
Missed
Package?
that whole season.
It's kind of like Entertainment Tonight with the guy who did Totally for Teens.
Oh yeah, this is ringing a bell now.
And they were running like the first season, and I think most of this season they ran alongside of Eric Andre.
You know, Adam and I have kind of touched on this when we talk, but it's almost like Adult Swim is kind of saying fuck you to its old viewers because they have all this shit that it's like, I mean, it's funny, but it's not like, it's no Aqua Teen, you know, it's no C Lab.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, I think we touched on this a bit last episode, where I think I even said, like, there's not much done in house anymore. It's all like super Hollywood. Like, they've gotten like, I mean, all the shows I'm reading on the doc, say for like Venture Brothers, and I think that's it, are really done by like Hollywood types. I mean, I guess China, Illinois, not really.
Yeah, China, Illinois is different. Their animated stuff, they usually are, you know, it's the good stuff, but the live action stuff, it's just, I mean, I get the humor, I get the jokes, but I don't find it funny.
You know what was kind of silly was the Bag Boy special.
Oh, I loved that.
I didn't see that.
That was very
Dr.
good.
Steve Brule.
That was.
Oh man.
They're making it into a series.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. That was funny. That was really funny.
Yeah, it was. It's the typical Tim and Eric humor.
Yeah,
But,
which I'm a fan of.
yeah, me too.
So I loved that special. I can't like remember too much of it.
No, me neither. It's a lot of it's a blur. Like the little boy wasn't the little boy like shoplifting or something.
Yeah, the little kid was the shoplifter they were trying to catch.
I like they get the guy. The part that sticks out in my head is he has the guy shopping, and he's like feeding the guy his lines.
Yeah, I remember there's a part with there's some dude at the register. He's like somebody that they've had multiple times in like Brule and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He pays for his stuff and then he walks past Brule, and for the entirety of the rest of the scene, he's standing there right next to the door.
Right, that's the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like he's like right before that, Brule was like feeding him his lines and telling him where to stand.
Yeah, and he had to tell him at the end of the scene to actually leave through the door.
Mm. And the door didn't work, so he had to like pry it open.
Yeah.
Great stuff. I can't wait to see more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Children's Hospital just started up too. I didn't watch the new episode yet, but
I forgot all about that.
that's always good for a laugh.
I watched an episode where there were bombs everywhere and grenades, and they were still at the military camp.
Yeah, that must have been last season.
Oh, I guess I didn't watch a new episode. No, I think
the new
it was...
episode they're supposed to be in Brazil again.
Oh.
Of course, I could be
Brazil.
wrong.
They were always in Brazil.
Yeah, the hospital was supposed to be in Brazil, and then last season they moved it to Japan as like a gag, like kind of a takeoff on MASH.
Uh-huh.
Because it was like an army hospital.
Yeah.
So it was like their version of MASH.
I think I either saw last season's last episode or this season's newest episode, because they did end up going back to Brazil at the end of the episode.
I couldn't tell you until maybe later I'll watch the new episode. We shall see. You know what I did watch a lot of, not because I saw the taping, but just wanted to catch up on it, was the Jack and Triumph show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed the episode last week that you had seen.
Oh God, it was. It's funny. I kept telling my girlfriend that, like, oh, I'm gonna watch it and see how it, how much we missed and how much, what happened at the end, because we were convinced that Sorvino was gonna come back to life, and he did. And it's just weird seeing the episode. It's a 30-minute show, and it's funny realizing that they condensed about, let's say, 3.5 to 4 hours worth of footage into 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a long night. I mean, we got there about 8ish, and it didn't start until about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And by the time they got between the time it started, the actual filming, to about the point where there's one point where he gets the fake Johnny Depp, to go into the funeral home, and then, oh no, it's not a funeral home. I think it's supposed to be his house, but he gets nowhere. Like, Triumph's trying to get Sorvino's chair or his pants, because he's sniffing his butt. He says it's like the best smell ever. And he gets this Johnny Depp lookalike from the Chinese theater, and he doesn't work out as well. So he falls down, and he tells Jack to put the other Jack Sparrow's clothes on. So then Jack McBrayer's dressed up as Johnny Depp, and then they end up kicking them out. So from like that point it was like maybe 12:30 at night.
Wow.
And it's funny because once they got halfway through the episode, like half the crowd actually left. So they told us to move over. And I look up and I see one of the boom mics sticking up. And I said, you know what? Let me put my head up and try and laugh as hard as I can to see if they either use the microphone like they're recorded laughing, or they use like a laugh track.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pleasantly surprised that they actually used it, because I can, if you listen carefully, you can hear one of my something like that.
You'll have to tell me next time it's on.
Yeah. Well, it's also on demand.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I
So-
watched most of the Triumph episodes.
What are our thoughts on Jack and Triumph?
It's different. I don't know. Jason asked this last episode if I thought it fit with Adult Swim. I really don't. I think the Triumph humor fits with Adult Swim.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if a sitcom actually fits with Adult Swim. I think maybe better on TBS.
I was just gonna say that. I feel like from what I've seen, I just feel like they might as well just move it over to TBS and call it a day. Because it doesn't feel like it fits on Adult Swim at all.
I'm wondering,
Yeah.
maybe Conan or whoever's in charge of it, Robert Smigel or whoever, maybe pitched it for TBS and they said no, so they went over to Adult Swim.
Maybe.
Or maybe he just went directly to Adult Swim, not thinking TBS was worth it. Because, I mean, Robert Smigel and all those Conan guys are always, like, hooked on Adult Swim. Trish, you've called him the Kingmaker at one point.
Who did I call the Kingmaker?
Conan.
He is the Kingmaker.
Well, think about it. You got guys like Robert Smigel, who has Jack and Triumph. You had Dino Stamatopoulos, who had 2 fantastic shows on the network.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Blocka, who had Metalocalypse and a couple other shows. I feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, John Glazer.
My favorite.
And all these guys wrote for Conan.
Mm-hmm. He's the Kingmaker. Oh, you know what's really funny? Andrea and I both, and Adam too, because I was with Adam, but we all rewatched all of Frisky Dingo within like a week of one another.
Oh wow.
We just binge watched it, and it was so good and so funny, and I was like, this is what Adult Swim used to be.
Yeah.
Really intelligent and zany.
I
Well,
don't know.
I think some of it's still pretty smart stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, some of it is like the Jack and Triumph show. It's a fake sitcom.
Hmm.
It's mocking sitcoms,
Right.
but it does it in such a corny way.
Hey, at least it's giving Joey Fatone some work.
That's true.
He already had work.
He did.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy who says "Welcome to Family Feud."
Oh, that's right.
Please welcome Steve Harvey every single episode.
Well, how much money could he be making just to do that?
I don't know.
They
$30 an episode.
It's Atlanta, so they feed him Bojangles chicken.
What's Bojangles chicken? Do I want to know?
No, it's not racist though. Apparently,
Oh no, I didn't
it's
think
a
it was.
it's a chicken chain in the South.
I've never been to the South.
You should go. It's okay.
I'd like to go. I'd like to go.
It's
down to it.
okay.
It's not bad. You just have to, see where you go. Don't go to like bad parts of town.
I think I'm mostly interested in Atlanta.
Yeah, don't go to the bad parts of Atlanta. In fact, don't go outside of Atlanta.
I would like to go to Atlanta. I want to go to the aquarium there.
Out of all the years I've been going to Dragon Con, I have never been to the aquarium.
They're supposed to have one of the best in the world or something.
Hmm.
We
Well, I
watch
know-
Jack Corwin every Saturday
Oh,
on his Ocean Adventure show.
I have no idea who that is.
He used to have his own show on Animal Planet back when they had animals. He was kind of a Steve Irwin type.
Oh, interesting.
I think
I-
my
I
mom and I
did-
both had a crush on him.
I did, however, manage to go to CNN this year, which was pretty fun because our friend Jose formerly of the Toonami podcast, he works for CNN, so he had like given me like this really cool tour of like ins and outs of like the studios they have and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Cool.
I know they got like a little Cartoon Network store over there somewhere.
Yeah, they have. It's like a main like Turner store. Like they have CNN merchandise and everything, and then on one side they have like Cartoon Network stuff, and then stuffed in like a little corner they have like 2 or 3 Adult Swim items.
They gotta get their act together with this Cartoon Network merchandise. They gotta get more out.
Well, the thing I'm kind of thinking in the back of my head, and I know I thought this the last time there was a quote-unquote regime change, but they got this woman now, I forget her name, but she's like the president of like, I guess Cartoon Network and Adult Swim.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping like things, like they change things, like maybe they'll give Lazo more of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like it's whatever Turner wants. Like, I mean, the fact that a lot of this stuff isn't done in-house anymore. I mean, except for, like, Aqua Teen, Squidbillies, and Your Pretty Face. And I guess the late-night stuff.
Yeah, it's done like in the office.
Mm. Well, I guess only time will tell.
They just gotta get some merchandise out. Cartoon Network.
They have merchandise.
Get some Steven Universe merchandise out.
They have really. I wonder, did they sell them out? Oh, Trish, you
What?
wanted to talk about this, didn't you?
About what?
The Venture Brothers.
Oh, the bed sheets.
Yeah.
They still
Oh, Venture Brothers bed sheets. $50 for 300 thread count. I don't fucking care how many magical V's you have on there, right? On the blue and the white V's and everything. I don't care. I am not paying $50 for 300 thread count for a queen size bed. Okay? I have a queen size bed in my guest room. My guests are not going to sleep on 300 thread count.
Be quick, only 268 left.
Oh, well, we'd better buy now, huh?
Mm.
We'd better buy your scratchy sheets now.
I've heard from some people that if you wash them a couple of times, they're not as scratchy.
Oh, yeah? I guess you have to use lots of fabric softener.
I don't know. I'm still not paying $50 for a queen size pillowcase set. I'd take,
No.
you know what? Sell me the pillow cases for $20. I'll take that.
Well, if you think about it that way, then the sheets, you might as well sell the pillowcases for 25 and the sheets for 25.
They could do that. You know, when they realize that they still have 200 left over, maybe they'll cut them open and sell them half and half.
I feel like they'll try just bump the thing a little bit, price a little bit down.
$49.99.
That's what I'm hoping for. I kind of want to order them.
In fairness, the nice thing is that shipping and handling is included. So you
Yeah.
figure it's probably like $15 for shipping and handling. So
Yeah, but I gotta add appropriate sales tax apparently. So New York residents.
New York.
For
Yeah,
sales-
look at
sales
that.
tax.
California and Georgia too.
I mean, I guess they're designed well for a bachelor, but I share a life with somebody, and I don't want us to have a room themed with Venture Brothers. I want a nice adult
This
room.
is true too. I wouldn't be able to, even if I ended up ultimately owning a queen size bed. I'm sure my significant other would not be fond of having bed sheets like that.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean, like, the Aquatine blanket. That was kind of classy.
But that's different.
I mean, I have that on my bed every single night.
Right.
See, I'm just gonna stay single forever and then just get as many cartoon bed sheets as I could get.
That's the
Well,
way. That's the way
That's
to go.
one way to do it, yeah. Money for nothing and your chicks for free.
Yeah, that's a good song.
I want my MTV.
Mhm. That is a very good song.
I like Dark Street.
Oh god, what was I gonna say? Oh, China, Illinois.
Oh, that's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back in a couple of weeks.
Yay!
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
totally blew that interview, didn't I?
I don't think so.
Brad Neely got so annoyed with me.
I heard that he was having phone trouble.
Oh, really? Because he sounded mad.
I don't know.
I haven't listened to the interview, but I was thinking about it after I did it, and I'm like, oh, I fangirled out.
Yeah, I saw Dan Weidenfeld right after that at Comic-Con. He was like super apologetic.
Wow.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, Brad was having phone problems, so... Speaking of Brad Neely, did you guys see they're going to have a karaoke night? Of course, it's in LA, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad Neely and Adult Swim invite you to a night of celebration, karaoke, giveaways, and an exclusive look at the upcoming third season of China, Illinois. Arrive early for free barbecue on the patio until 9 p.m.
Where's all our events? Why do New York
No love for the New York area.
Yeah, New York gets nothing.
No, you know what? We got a boat for Comic-Con.
Yeah, we got a boat.
We couldn't,
nothing.
and it was 21 and up, so you couldn't bring your sister.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend got tired and didn't want to wait, and then we had a wedding to go to the next day.
Yeah.
Thank
How
you.
about
And so there was, and you know what I mean? It's a freaking boat. Don't have it on a boat next year.
How about some stuff during some stuff during the summer? Like if you're gonna do a boat, how about do a boat during the summer?
Yeah.
When no
Like-
one's having a Greek wedding.
Yeah, have like a thing where like, hey, RSVP, and you
Oh,
can come.
here's the thing: the Adult Swim Drive-In. Oh wait, that was in Santa Monica.
Yeah, Like, we don't even get Funhouse. Like, the closest Funhouse is, like, Georgia.
Why is all this shit gotta happen in like SoCal? What's so great about
Yeah.
SoCal?
I guess because it's
Fuck
warm all the
SoCal.
time.
By the way, the big news that came out of that drive-in is apparently the next season of Aqua Teen is going to be called Aqua Teen Hunger Force Forever.
Yeah, that was on like the website for it and everything.
Yeah. Oh man, they even had a grilled cheese truck.
Yeah.
Oh, I want a grilled cheese right now.
Like, I'm always mad about that. That like every single thing that they do, none of it ever comes anywhere near New York.
Well,
Nothing even in Jersey. Like, I could go to Jersey.
I don't like Jersey.
Huh?
Jersey's desolate. Even though
Yes.
even though we have like 3 Comic-Cons this year now.
And there's so much land in Jersey. You guys could plop a damn tent somewhere.
Yeah, plop a tent in front of my house.
Yeah.
Now
Adults-
now the closest we have to go for an event, they're having. This is a shocker. They're going to be at C2E2 this year.
Yeah. I barely know it. That's like something in Chicago or something.
It's New York the people who run New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
It's
They're
their. It's like Chicago Comic Con, but they can't call it that because Wizard World owns the rights.
They're getting less than New York Comic Con gets, but they're getting a William Street panel, and that's something I'm a little jealous of because it's going to have Dave Willis.
You know, it just occurred to me. Yes, they are. And I really hope they. This is something I've been championing for a while now. Is there's no like Aqua Teen represented at
New
New York
York,
Comic Con.
never.
It's like there's no Funhouse, there's no Aqua Teen, there's no
Well, like-
Dave Willis, there's no Dana Snyder.
The first year I went to New York Comic Con, was the last year they had a booth, and their booth was like tucked in the middle of the floor, somewhere on the second floor.
Oh, that booth sucked.
Like next to some like one of like the 7 cheapo buy 6 DVDs for 99 cents booths, and like had nothing. Like I made out with the delocated mask, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, for like $25.
Yeah, and they had the.
Meanwhile, I got a mask that was similar on Amazon for like $6.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have delocated on the back.
This is true, but I could probably have it stitched on and embroidered
Yeah,
for
like,
$6 more.
I know they had the Squids plushes there, and I kind of regret not getting those.
Yeah,
but-
I made a snap judgment and bought the Early and the
But, like,
Sheriff.
every year now with ever since that year, the only things that they've had have been panels and signings, and I wish I really and the boat, and that was it. And like I wish they would do something else. Every year when New York Comic Con stuff starts getting announced, I hope that there's like going to be a booth,
Yeah.
and there's never a booth.
Well, I feel like San Diego people are getting fed up with San Diego.
They are. I've
mean-
heard San Diego Comic Con's starting to get crappy.
It's overcrowded and it's just terrible. I think it's management.
I feel like part of the reason that Swim doesn't do a booth at New York Comic Con is it is probably a little bit too crowded itself. Because this convention has completely outgrown what they give them to use with the Javits Center. They need more room.
Maybe?
Like they need more room than they have, and I know they kind of moved stuff around a little bit this last year, because I know they moved the autographs and everything downstairs over to the same hall where you'd line up for the main stage stuff.
Right.
But like, there's not too many rooms down there where they could collapse the walls, get rid of panel rooms, and then work on doing more show floor. Like they have the Javits Center isn't big enough, I don't think.
I don't know, because they're always expanding it.
I don't know, because they haven't really done much expansion on the building. Like the most expansion that there is that extra little building that they put Artist Alley in now, which I personally love. I love that idea. I love that Artist Alley has its own building.
Yeah.
But there are things that should have booths every year, but I don't think there's enough room to put them there.
they're gonna start being more selective of who they take in. Maybe less of the buy 20 DVDs get one free.
Oh, I would love that. And you know what was a weird phenomena last year with Comic Con, New York Comic Con was I counted them one day because we spent like a half a day walking the entire show floor. There were 6, 7, 8 maybe booths where you could just go and buy Lego minifigures.
Huh.
Did you see those at all?
I saw there was one booth that was selling like the ones that you got in the giant packages.
Like there were a bunch of them that were selling like custom made ones, and then they were selling ones that were rare and ones that are from like the blind bag sets and like anything you could think of that were Lego minifigures that were either just like things that are rare or things that are designed after like media properties that they have licenses for.
Right.
They were just selling them. And
yeah, I
like,
saw one they they were in like plastic sleeves.
they just like I don't know how you got them with most of these, but they just had like giant setups where you could look at all of them, and like they had all the Simpsons ones, even ones that I hadn't seen, and they had everybody like there were so many booths selling these weird custom WWE minifigures that weren't like the stack down things; they were just some sort of Lego minifigures that people made.
Oh boy!
Oh, very weird.
Yeah, well,
they need to move stuff around and figure it out a little bit and get some more room.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I still love going to it.
Oh yeah, me too.
That's my favorite time of year.
Maybe they'll looks like they're obviously they're starting to expand with the C2E2 stuff, so they're gonna have China, Illinois, and William Street.
If we could get a William Street panel in October, that would be amazing.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That would be the best. That would make up for no booth.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
If they, bring back Venture.
Yeah.
Because that was a total drag.
Well, wasn't that last year just some big old mistake or something?
I don't even know.
From everything that people were saying or whatever, it was just a big fuck up on somebody's part.
Who knows? I'm not even sure.
You can bleep me there. I don't remember if we're allowed to curse.
Yeah, we're allowed to curse.
Yeah, it's like everything that comes out of my mouth.
Parents, take your kids out of the room, please.
If you were to bleep me, I would hope that you would use the one from Perfect Hair.
If
the best one. That and the guitar one from Metal is the other best one.
Oh. By the way, the rumor going around, speaking of Metalocalypse, they are canceled.
That is so sad.
Well, from what I read some because I was looking it up too because I just rewatched the clock opera the other day.
Yeah, Doomstar Requiem.
Yeah, so good, and it was very, very good. And from what I read, Brendan Small wanted to do one more big thing, do a mini series to close out the whole show, and Adult Swim said nope, he ain't doing that. Because something about it might have been a money thing or something like that. But
well, the thing I've been hearing is that they want to do it, but they don't want to spend a lot of money to do it. I guess.
Yeah, I think what might happen is because Brendan is apparently really, really dead set on doing it. Like he wants to do it whether or not they say yes. So it's possible that maybe he'll pay for a bunch of it out of pocket. Because I think I also read that Doomstar might have been something that he paid for. So
I wonder if he's going to start a Kickstarter.
Possibly, I would definitely contribute to that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know, I feel like they should sink the money into a miniseries.
Yeah, I know I don't see them tweeting a lot lately, but there was a Twitter account that was kind of spearheading a campaign to like get Adult Swim to air the final season.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how effective that would ever be anyway, but
I don't know. They were bombarding the crap out of the Adult Swim, both the Adult Swim Twitter and the PR Twitter. I forget what it was called too. Was it called "You Are the Gears"?
I feel like they might as well just sink the money into it. I mean, Cartoon Network's doing miniseries now.
Yeah, it's at "You Are the Gears."
I can't imagine that Cartoon Network would be doing another miniseries if Over the Garden Wall wasn't a success. Because they're doing an Adventure Time miniseries. So if Cartoon Network's doing it and they're throwing the money into that, why don't you guys do the same thing? It works out. So it could be worth the risk.
Plus, it's worth a lot of money. Everybody is fans of Metalocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Adam has a friend who's like never watched Adult Swim, but he loves Metalocalypse.
And I mean, the thing with Metalocalypse too is if you're worried about money, you have automatic merchandise because there's going to be an album.
Yep.
Right.
So I mean, that cannot be a worry.
I just don't know.
But hopefully they'll do it, or somebody will do it, or somebody will pay for it, or there'll be a Kickstarter, and we'll get a nice big finale.
Hopefully.
Close up all them loose ends.
Oh yeah. Speaking of loose ends, the Squidbillies Volume 6 DVD was not officially announced, but like the guys behind Squidbillies like revealed a cover.
Aren't they doing like a publish on demand thing?
Is it publish on demand?
I think so.
Oh gosh.
I think that's what they're doing with NTSF too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Let me go back and look.
Because I know they're putting that out on DVD, and I think that one's like an on-demand thing. Which I guess is better than nothing if you're really into NTSF, or if you want to get the rest of Squids.
Oh, I would definitely get NTSF. Coming
Edit
soon.
point.
Not really. I'll just take out some of the dead air. Yeah, Phil Sampson, the editor for Squidbillies, he posted on his Twitter. Coming soon. You and I both know you want this. Now tell someone who will buy it for you.
How long was that last season of Squids? That was short.
Yeah, it was very short. Like, wasn't it like 6 episodes long?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't even 10. They were good episodes, though. So
They were pretty good. I mean, I'm still enjoying it.
yeah, I haven't really stopped enjoying Squids at all.
The cover's hysterical, though. It's early with Tammy and the sun.
Oh wait, I saw that.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I saw that. That's really good.
But it doesn't say whether or not it's on demand. Where would I find those? On Amazon?
Possibly, or Warner, I think.
Oh,
Because I guess it's their property. So.
this is true.
I love how the baby has a drumstick.
Oh, I forgot there's a Children's Hospital 4th season DVD. I should get that. I think that was on demand, too. Let's check.
Has anybody? I know it's not Adult Swim, but has anybody been watching what they started doing with the animation domination stuff?
I don't
Yes.
get FXX.
You've been watching that?
Yes.
You've Stonequackers?
Oh my God, Stonequackers I love because
It's-
they're made by Ben.
Ben Jones.
What's his face? Yes,
Oh, it's
from
so-
Alfie and Friends. What is it called?
Neon
Neon
Yeah.
Gnome.
and
Yeah.
Problem Solvers.
That show, Stonequackers, is one of my favorite things right now. It's so funny.
Adult Swim made a big mistake by not buying into.
Right.
Well,
What's it called? Neon
Neon
Gnome.
Gnome.
I like and Stonequackers kind of makes it a little bit better. Not getting a Neon Gnome series, now I have this, and this
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
just as good as that probably would have been.
I haven't seen this week's episode because um, I found out Adam likes Animation Domination too. So, like, I didn't know how much he liked it, so I was watching it without him. But now I have
Oh,
to watch it with him, so I can't. I haven't seen it yet. Probably tonight.
I think there's a new one. There was a new one last night or something.
Yeah.
I missed it. I gotta watch that. I saw the one from I watched the one from last week yesterday, which was the weight loss one.
I don't think I saw that one.
It's something they're talking about body issues, and Dottie's worried because she has obese wrists, and
Oh my God.
she's talking about how she has a fantasy of Officer Barry putting handcuffs on her and stuff.
I like that
Oh
Officer
my
Barry
God.
is John C.
John C.
Riley.
He
Mm-hmm.
does. He's the best. I love
Uh,
Stonequackers. And it's weird how Stonequackers just all the character designs kind of just changed all of a sudden from one episode into the next somehow.
Hmm.
Like if you go back and watch the first few episodes and then watch, I think the first one with the change was I think it was called Blue Feathers. It was the one where they all decide to play bad guy, and I think it's Clay takes it way overboard.
I haven't seen this episode. I think I've missed a couple. I don't know. But you
Yeah.
know what I do love? The cat named Gothfield, who's all black
Oh,
with the
Goth.
blue.
Oh, yeah, Gothfield.
And
It's great.
Dottie was like holding him in the kitchen, and she's like, "He's never coming back.
Oh yeah,
From now on, it's just you and me, Gothfield."
he's all right.
And
He's just there. He's in the car. Oh wait, now he has left our field of vision. He is gone. We're the only two left.
yeah.
we should poison ourselves so we're together in the afterlife. I
That was
love her like southern accent and how
that's
she's like just going on and on about how she's gonna feed both of them rat poison
yeah,
God.
so they could be like
lemonade.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I think it was like lemonade with rat poison in it or something like that.
Applesauce, I think.
Yeah, yeah, poison applesauce. I think it's who is it? Who plays Dottie? Uh, crap. She's currently in, I think. Oh yeah, Heather Lawless plays Dottie
Oh,
from Archie.
yeah. Okay, anyway, I can confirm that there are a few DVD sets made to order on WBshop.com. Squidbillies is one of them, NTSF Season 1, and then Children's Hospital 4th and 5th seasons.
Those are made to order.
Yes.
Hmm.
They're pretty cheap, too. They're like
Yeah,
between 15 and $20.
I think those are usually cheaper than regular DVD sets because it's just sort of they throw a DVD-R into a thing and then it's done.
No fat guy, though.
I don't know if that.
And no Saul of the Mole Man.
I don't think those are ever going to be a thing that
How
is
about
going to end up on a DVD.
and only
You
more
know, it's
horror
kinda-
volume 1. Although I think Dino said they were coming out with like the rest of the episodes.
For what, Moral Oral?
Yeah.
Australia got it.
Of course they did. Australia got a lot more than we did.
Yeah,
Australia got freaking Minority on DVD.
that's weird. Why?
And Assy McGee.
Wait, no, wasn't there a Minority Team DVD in America and it was only on the shop?
I don't think so.
I could have sworn there was.
No, the only one they had was Lucy.
No, because I remember the Lucy one. I could have sworn they did Minority Team for a little bit and like nobody was buying it.
Well, they had
I
that.
mean-
They had like their own like kind of made to order,
Uh-huh.
but it was like that make your own DVD thing.
Oh well, yeah, I remember that.
And then they shut it down when they shut the shop down.
Too bad. I was gonna get stuff from that.
Yeah, I probably would have eventually.
I considered getting the what was it? All of Perfect Hair,
Oh.
because that was all on there.
Wow, Heather Lawless has been in like every show that I like.
She's good.
I
You know
have
what?
to.
I'm on IMDb and I just looked up Stone Quackers, and everybody except for Heather Lawless and Riley uh, plays themselves on the show.
Huh.
Like there's a
Like
Clay and a Wit
the
and
character names are the same as the actor names, or
yeah, like well Ben Jones is Barf, but then Clay plays Clay and
Clay Tatum and Whitmer Thomas.
Whitmer is Wit. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew, yeah.
So
I like that Barf's voice is exactly Alfe's voice.
I know.
It's great.
Every
Barf.
time I shave, I'm like, I need to change my razor blade. I can't even
Uh,
say blade anymore
I think one
because
of
he
my
was like roller blade.
odd.
Frylock, unsheath your edible blood.
Like
While we're kind of on the topic of animation domination again, have have you guys seen the Lucas brothers?
I love Lucas Brothers.
I haven't seen it in a
Me
while.
too.
I've been watching
I
that
mean,
since it was on the
honestly,
Fox.
the
Fox
only
show.
time I got to see Animation Domination, the new stuff, was when the new season of Archer started.
Oh yeah, because they did the preview episodes
Yeah,
after.
aren't they also still showing like the late night Fox stuff?
Like
Yeah.
I think Fox actually still does the Saturday night block, but they're not airing any of the FXX stuff. But FXX is showing. I think every week it's a new Stonequackers, a new Lucas Brothers, which Lucas Brothers started on ADHD when it was on Fox,
Right.
and then they're airing Axe Cop and High School USA reruns. They might have switched over to Golan, but they're showing reruns of the not as good ADHD shows after
Mhm.
the two really good ones that they've done.
Mhm.
So
I don't think Stone Quackers was on last week.
no, I don't think it was. I think I recorded it and was disappointed to find it not on.
Yeah, me
So
too.
the one that I saw yesterday was either the week before or something like that.
My cat is so cute.
Oh.
She was washing her face and then she yawned, and now she's staring at me and blinking, which means I love you in cat, according to Jackson Galaxy.
Okay. There's a Rick and Morty comic book coming out.
Yes!
Yes, on Wednesday.
A Wednesday?
That's on my pull list. Yep,
Uh-oh.
I put that on the pull list immediately.
Oh, boy.
So they're gonna have me.
John, what did you do with that link that I posted in the doc?
I just deleted it.
Can you undelete it? There we go.
Okay.
I was
What?
hoping you could put so everybody there's a link that I'm hoping John will be able to put up on Adult Swim Central or Agents of Geek wherever he posts things. I'm so professional.
Yes.
But it has a preview of the first few pages of the comic book, and it is really, really funny.
Oh yeah, Comic Book Resources has that up, and
Of course, because they get all the good stuff.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty in line with the show itself. Little angry that everybody else gets the cool variant covers. Like I think
Oh, Emerald City comic.
Emerald City's variant is so nice, but whatever. Yeah, I'll have that. That comes out Wednesday, and I'll get that copy on Wednesday and read that immediately. I'm very excited. Tidy,
I
tidy
like
over.
the white, the blank page one.
I know there's one cover that I really like that I'm kind of hoping I can get that was drawn by Justin Roiland.
It must have been the white one.
It's like a white. It's like I guess it's like a white background, and it's just
Yeah.
it's just the two of them on there, drawn by him, and like Rick saying stuff to him. That's a great.
Do
cover.
we know how many issues this is going to be?
I think it's ongoing. I don't think there's like I don't think it's like a mini series or anything
Oh,
like that. It should be
in
going
other
for a
words, it's not going
bit.
to be like Bob.
It's
Because
not just. I don't think.
I thought Bob's Burgers was going to continue, but
Isn't it?
no, it was only issues.
Really? I thought that was still going past 5.
I don't think so because it hasn't been out in a while. And the only one I found were the first 5.
It's possible that your comic book store has been not getting it or something.
No, because even like the back covers of the first 4 episodes, like preview the cover for the next issue, and the 5th one doesn't. It just has an ad for Boom. Was it Boom? No, Dynamite Comics.
Oh yeah, hey, look at that. It says, Bob's Burgers number 5 of 5.
Yep.
Huh. I mean, there's been nothing that says that Rick and Morty is going to be a miniseries, so I'm just assuming that it's going to go on for a while.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Like the cover would probably say, "Oh, like number 1 of something," and
well,
like
the Bob's Burgers one's just. I mean, it's a different. In fairness, it's a different company.
yeah. I think is it Comixology? I use their pull list website to tell my comic book store what to get for me.
Oh, cool.
And everybody should set that up if they care about comics. But
yeah, I'm starting to care about comics more often.
all of a sudden, I'm going to the comic book store every Wednesday, and I have a list of stuff that I'm getting and everything.
I blame my girlfriend.
I blame having a job, and I can do this now. But the website doesn't say anything. Like it's not like Rick and Morty number 1 of blank. It's just number 1. So
I guess we'll see.
yeah, but I'm looking forward to that just as much as new episodes.
I think that's just about all we have. I mean, we've gone almost an hour, if not more.
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about Archer. I did happen to see Million Ways to Die in the Old West over the
Is it the Old West, or just Million Ways to Die in the West? I think it's just
maybe it's the Million Ways to Die in the West. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think there's any old in there.
Yeah,
I saw that in theaters, and then I watched that on the plane coming home from Maryland over Christmas.
He's just too much, that Seth MacFarlane.
I loved it.
I love the fact that okay, it's obviously the Old West, and Sarah Silverman's playing a prostitute, and she doesn't want to give herself up to her boyfriend because she wants to be married first.
Mm-hmm.
Even though.
Hello?
I'm here.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, it was cutting out.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Well,
not
Thank you.
No, so I'll start over. 3, 2, 1. So, like the thing that I found funny, or at least one of the parts of the movie, Sarah Silverman plays a prostitute, and she doesn't want to give herself up to her boyfriend
Yeah.
until they get married. It was pretty absurd.
I'm not a fan of Mr. McFarlane's stuff, so I don't really.
Some of it's okay.
I'm the only thing I've ever really been into has been American Dad.
Yeah.
And
Since they moved it to TBS, I really haven't been watching it.
It's been alright. It hasn't been as funny as it was,
Oh boy.
but it's still pretty good. I feel like it lost a little something somehow, but
Oh no.
it's still a good show. Still American Dad.
No, that's good.
They haven't done
I like-
anything like crazy yet, which is like how they would have those weird episodes like the tear jerkers and
Yeah.
like the Christmas episodes and all that stuff. They haven't done
Right.
anything like weird experimental yet,
Hmm.
but I'm sure it's just a matter of time.
Let's hope so. I mean, Conan's, when he started, I think he was doing more or less the same stuff, and now that he's been on for a few years, now he's like edgier and.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's one thing they need to stop. Finishing an episode of American Dad and then the ending having the voiceover from the TBS guy going tune in next week for another newer, edgier episode of American Dad.
Oh God.
Please, you stop calling it edgier. That just sounds so bad. The only
Edgier.
the only edge it gained is that you're not bleeping out the word shit.
Yeah.
There's no edge. It's the same show.
Yeah, like they figured, oh, Archer does it. Archer says shit all the time, so it's edgier.
Yeah, there's no extra edge to the show. It's just you stopped bleeping the word shit, and you gave it a cold open, and that's it. Like every episode has a cold open now for some reason,
Huh.
instead of just going to the theme song.
Oh, that's weird.
But whatever. A cold open and a tag, and it's weird. But
I don't know.
I
Eh.
like McFarlane's stuff. I just kind
I-
of wish that Adult Swim played less of it and played more original content.
True.
I think a lot of people wish
Let's
that.
see. I think there's a lot of jumbling going on, and I hope that we hear good news out of the upfronts
Yeah.
that are coming up. I haven't asked for an invite because I know they're probably not going to give it to us anyway.
Watch you get one this year because you didn't ask.
I was thinking that too, but I'm like, yeah. I mean, unless I like work. You know, I love Jim and the Agents of Geek folks. They've been super awesome to us since we moved there.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're like Slash Film or like Badass Digest or like one of those,
You're
you're
going.
probably not going to be invited.
But whatever. I mean,
Yeah, whatever. It don't
I
matter.
still-
We hear about it before it happens anyway.
I'm still excited about finding out and everything,
Yeah,
and writing out that article every year.
right.
But like, I mean, there seems to be a little bit of a shift going on with their programming anyway.
Yeah, I mean, even Toonami. I mean, the fact that they're kind of
They're
Like-
they're replaying Dragon Ball Z Kai and something else at 8 o'clock.
I think One Piece.
One Piece, yeah, they're replaying them in prime time, which is something they definitely wouldn't have done like a year ago.
Well, personally, I think they're testing the waters to see if it works better at an earlier time.
Possibly, I feel like it would. I feel like it might like.
Because I mean, in fairness, I like Toonami, but I can't stay up until 3 a.m. to watch Cowboy Bebop.
I very rarely watch Toonami, and I mean, there's I think one show on there that I'm currently interested in really watching all the way through, and it's on Netflix. Kill la Kill is on Netflix. So,
Oh, Kill la Kill, you like that?
oh yeah,
That's the boob show. Is that why you like it?
no, not at all. I like
It's
the
the boob
animation.
show
It's incredibly. I love the animation, character design, everything. It
and
looks
the boobs.
great looking show.
You mean the character design with like the
Oh, not
like
the,
even my boobs aren't that big.
No, I'm not talking about the fan service part. I'm just talking about the art in general.
No.
That's all I saw when I saw that show. I was like, boobs. Like Adam and I were watching it. We were like, what the fuck is this?
I've watched
It's just
very
boobs.
little. I've watched the first like 5 episodes of the show, and I think part of it is supposed to be making fun of the whole fan service thing, like going overboard for the sake of satirizing it.
Hmm.
I know how it ends. I know how the show ends. I know what happens.
With giant boobs.
No,
Well,
I wasn't surprised by how it ends, but
at any rate, I think we pretty much closed the book on everything we were behind on and in front on.
and all around.
So we thank you for listening. You know, again, you can go check us out on the internets with the capital I at adultswimcentral.com, agentsofgeek.com. We also have a bunch of podcasts over at theacpn.com. You can listen to us. You can listen to Dana Snyder talking about Disney theme park drinks for an hour. You know, you could listen to some guys talk about Saved by the Bell. And
There's
other...
a Saved by the Bell podcast?
Yes, there's a Saved by the Bell podcast on.
Now I've heard everything.
No, I don't think you have. That's why you got to go to theacpn.com. Again, the email is swimcast at aquatincentral.com. You could also check out the usual Twitter, Face, Google, plus,
Graham.
yeah, Vine. I think we do have a Vine.
Possibly.
I think we used it
I think-
once. I think we used it like once or twice.
I think
You
I
have
wanted. I
one.
think I wanted to set it up to use for Comic-Con one year,
No.
but I did.
But usually either Adult Swim Central or AS Central. Also, if anyone listening is interested, we could always use help on here or at agentsofgeek.com/Adult Swim Central. So help wanted there if you're passionate about Adult Swim and don't mind not getting paid but getting recognition. You can email us at swimcasts@aquatincentral.com. We haven't really gotten any emails in a while. I shouldn't admit that, but
We haven't. We need like Eileen to email us again.
We're
I tell you what. I'm going to say the first person who emails us, but I really mean whoever emails us, we're going to select. I have some leftover Venture Brothers Blu-rays. So let's sweeten the deal here.
Ooh.
Email us something. Email us, if you want feedback on something. If you have comments, are we lousy at doing interviews or stuff? Is there someone you want us to get that we probably won't be able to get because of their busy schedule?
I want Dan Harmon and
Email
Justin
us.
Roiland.
Yeah, it's not happening, Trish. I'm sorry.
Aw.
I'll try, but I
email
don't
us.
think it's going to happen.
You know what they should send us?
What?
Send us fan art.
Ooh, I like fan art. We haven't had that.
Send us fan art of what you think we look like if you don't know what we look like.
Oh God,
Based
I
on
don't.
the voices.
And keep in mind that was the same laugh I just made is the one you should look out for. It's around
On
the point.
Triumph.
It's around the point when Jack McBrayer comes in as Jack Sparrow.
John, your laughter is going to be famous.
I know.
Yeah.
They're gonna put me on, the laugh track to the new Coach show.
The new
It's gonna
Coach
be a
show.
real-
Yeah. Because they're coming out with a new Coach.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh,
Before Alf. Before they come out with a new Alf, they're coming out with a new Coach show. But
Who wants a new elf?
I want a new Alf.
Why?
Because it's Alf. And then I could start a podcast about it.
yeah, but he eats cats. I don't like that.
Oh, please.
I mean,
Anyway.
Alf is funny. I would watch it if it was on. The Hub used to have Alf on at night, and we'd watch it, but then it changed over to some like family travel channel or something.
Stay tuned to the Hub Network podcast, where we'll talk about Alf and the Wonder Years,
Family Ties.
Family Ties, and
That's my
Growing
favorite.
Pains. Hail Kirk Cameron.
Praise the
Okay,
Lord.
we'll be back at another point in time with another episode. So until then, good night now.
We love you.
No, we don't.
Why?
We really don't.
We
This has been an Adult Swim Central production.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the
ACEN.